What's going on, everybody? This is G the QB back with another video. I know it's been a while. Had to get some things taken care of outside of YouTube. But now I'm back at it. But hope everybody's doing well. As we can see, the off season's been pretty crazy so far with a lot of quarterbacks switching teams. But I'm just here to give you an update on what's what, who's who, and who's doing, who's going where. Who will have another, you know, a new home next season, and you know, looking forward to it. I like to begin by saying, look, being that I'm a Chicago fan, um, AR-12 will be staying in Green Bay another 4 years, 200 million, 153 million guaranteed. That's the preliminary numbers. So I don't have the exact numbers on what the final numbers were, but right now he'll be staying in Green Bay for 4 more years. And as we know, as a Bears fan, he's 22-5 against us. But the next few years, we're gonna have to change that shit. We got a new GM, new head coach, new culture. So hopefully the next 4 years won't be as bad, but we'll see. And Carson Wentz leaving, going to Indy. Well, no, from Indy going to Washington. We'll see how that works. Wentz, he can. When he was with the Eagles, he was an MVP candidate. So I can't say he's had a couple of down seasons, but I think he's a serviceable quarterback. And Indy with Frank Wright and that offense, and they got a lot of pieces in place to win now. So if they can get steady performance at that quarterback play, I think they could do some things. I heard Garoppolo. They probably might even give Garoppolo a shot. I think they're gonna need some insurance at quarterback, being that Wentz he tends to be injury prone sometimes and a bit erratic on the field. He takes a lot of chances that's not in favor of his team winning, but we'll see. But yeah, Carson Wentz would be from Indy headed to Washington, playing against the Cowboys in the NFC least. I mean, I'm sorry, the NFC East. So we'll see how that work out. And a big one was Russell Wilson to Denver for a boatload of players and picks. You know, yeah, Denver had to give up some key players and a boatload of picks. Seattle had to give up, a few players. And just recently, I found out Bobby Wagner, they released him. But yeah, Russ in Denver. And that's another place I think if they get some steady quarterback play, and they can make some noise in the East, man. So I'm really looking forward to that as well. Russell Wilson, I'm a big fan of his. Coming out of college, they say he was undersized. He couldn't get it done. As you've seen, he's won a Super Bowl with Seattle. He's a winner. You know, he know how to galvanize the men on the sideline and get the team to believe in him. And that's what you want from your quarterback. You want your quarterback to be a vocal standout leader, and that's exactly what Russell Wilson is now. So big ups to Russ and wish him good luck out there. Now I mentioned earlier the Garoppolo to Indy. Now that may be a good fit because Garoppolo, he has proven he can get the job done. If I'm not mistaken, he took San Fran to a Super Bowl a few years ago, played in the Super Bowl. Been kind of injury prone since then. Show steady play that he can make plays from the pocket, and they might need him. I think they will need him in Indy. Excuse me, for insurance purposes. As far as backing up whoever their starter may be. So yeah, Garoppolo to Indy could be a nice fit. I think Frank Wright, as a former quarterback and head coach now, he knows the best position to put his quarterback in. So we could see. And not a couple of weeks ago, Kyler Murray made demands for a new contract. I think next year he'll be in his final years of his rookie contract. But hey, I can't blame the guy for wanting the money, or wanting his money. I really can't. However, he stunk up the playoffs this past season. And to me, that's where you make your money as a quarterback. You make your money in the playoffs and keep progressing and advancing to the Super Bowl. Some say he's a bit undersized, but I think he can get the job done. So, but if I was Arizona, I would go ahead and pay him now because each year the price of the signing a quarterback goes up, especially after his rookie contract. So it would be smart for Arizona to go on and seal a deal now while the price is the price, because if you have a good season and possibly go to the Super Bowl, they're gonna have to double whatever they was gonna give him before. So go ahead and get him at the price it is now while the market's still kind of even, and that way you go solidify your franchise quarterback a few more years. And if I'm not mistaken, Kingsbury just got a few more years added to his contract as well. So we'll see how that works out. And recently, Lamar Jackson said a black quarterback needs to win a Super Bowl to remove the bias from them. And in some ways, I do agree. I do agree because we know the history of black quarterbacks. You know, I myself was a black quarterback coming through high school, a little bit of college back in the late 80s, early 90s. So I know the journey, prior to the age of information. So he does have a point. However, you have to put in the work in the off season for that to happen. You have to have the right pieces around you. You have to have the right coaching staff, coordinator, and the game plan. But I do agree with him on that front that black quarterbacks do have to push hard, even though the door has opened some. The door has opened a lot more than it has, and the opportunities are more. So I can't say that's not the case. The opportunities are there, and he does have the opportunity. But I agree with him on some sentiments that in order to remove that bias, black quarterbacks do have to win a Super Bowl. The pressure is not as much on the white quarterbacks. If they don't win a Super Bowl, they could still be considered for the Hall of Fame. However, as a black quarterback, we don't necessarily, have that leeway. So I do agree with him on that front. And I want to speak about Deshaun Watson. I saw on the bottom feed of some news show sportscast that he has court coming up Friday. A few women have been subpoenaed for civil case reasons. And quite frankly, man, I'm gonna just get to the bones of it. I wish this brother did go ahead and let the brother get this behind him. And I can understand why he's not paying off these women. Because as soon as the payoff is there, he will be assumed guilty. He will be assumed guilty, and especially if he's not guilty. Now, I'm not saying he didn't do anything wrong. I don't know. They still have to be, but in my opinion, in my quarterback opinion, I don't think he raped none of those women. Now I think he banged the hell out of them, yeah, but I don't think he raped them. They came willing and ready. And when they didn't get what when they, meaning the women, didn't get what they wanted out of the back end of the deal, that's when you heard everything coming up. So and all the chatter about he did this, he did that, when they didn't get the reward they were looking for. So keep my man Deshaun Watson in prayers, man. I hope the brother can put all this behind him and resume his career. Very talented quarterback out of Clemson, South Carolina. Shout out to Clemson. And we'll see, man. We'll see. So subscribe to the channel. I'm G to QB. Glad to be back with you guys. Like the video, share it. I really appreciate it. And look for more content to come now that I have a little more time on my hands. I might can get the content out a little more. The off season, I'm working a lot too, but the off season to me, that's when you get the work done. But I can get motivated and bring you guys some content. And I'm looking to team up with other guys to make more content. So until the next time, I'm G to QB. Peace.